Hello my friends, first of all welcome to my channel again. Today I am going to show you how to bake the orange cranberry biscotti. So I will list all the ingredients in my comment section, but I'll show you quickly all the ingredients that we are going to use. I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. This flour I have sift through already, so just to so this flour is 2 cups and it has been sifted. Then you have 3/4 of sugar, 3 eggs, 3/4 cup of olive oil. You can use butter, you can use any other cooking oil. Then 1 cup of almonds, half cup of cranberries, dried cranberries, half cup of freshly squeezed orange juice, and 1.5 teaspoon of orange zest that I have grated, and then you have 1 spoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. So let's start making a very delicious, healthy orange cranberry biscottis. So what I'm going to do is that mixed all the dry ingredient first in the flour. So here goes the almonds and cranberries, orange zest 1 tablespoon, and this is the baking powder and the salt, three cup of sugar is going in there, and we are going to mix this mix all the dried ingredients very well. So what I have done that I have spared a small amount of flour, because if we need to adjust the consistency of our dough, then I can use this one, so then I don't have to go back and forth looking for flour. So my baking tray is lined up with parchment paper. Oven is already at 325 degree Fahrenheit. So after mixing all the dry ingredients in the flour, we are going to make a small well, and then what I am going to do first is that pour my 3 eggs beaten already, so it will go in there. And half a cup of freshly squeezed orange juice is in there, and I'm going to mix this a little bit. So let's see how the consistency is going. So making a dough, and then I am going to put the oil in there, which is butter. Also you can use butter, and I just want to tell you about that you can use the same recipe and then you can change the flavor of it. Like, say for example, if you don't want almonds, you can make a like a pistachio biscottis, or you can make walnut biscottis. So that is very optional, and then you can have a lot of variety, but the ingredients and the method remains same. The flavor can be changed according to whatever you want to try, and I want you guys to try different things. So you see my dough is almost ready. It's just maybe need a little bit of flour, because it look like a little bit of on a liquidy side. The consistency should be like how when you make atta for your chapatis, or or a bread dough. So it would be a little bit of fluffy side, but not on a that you need to make a heap of flour like you making the bread. So that's what it is. So what I am going, this one looks to me it's very good. The consistency is very nice, it's not runny, and at this point I am going to leave this like dough for 5 to 10 minutes, because like let the baking powder work is magic, and then it will be a little bit of fluff. We are not waiting to get the flour raised or anything. It's just you give a little bit of time for all the ingredients to get into each other and mix very well. So at this point I am going to leave this one, cover it with the you don't need to like cellophane wrap, just cover it and leave it for 10 to 15 minutes. Then after that I'll be back. So after 10 minutes I'm back over here, and you can see my flour is ready to put in the oven. What you can do is that I am going to make 2 equal size like balls, and then I'm going to put it over here in my baking tray. The baking tray is lined up with the parchment paper. You can use the a baking sheet as well. So I'm going to make it like a oval shape. So because it's going to, when I'm going to put it in the oven, it's going to spread, and then you can, when I'm going to cut that the oval shape, then it will give you the perfect shape of biscottis. So my because there is a lot of stigma attached to baking, and people think baking is very difficult, is a rocket science. In my videos I'm going to choose all the recipes which are very easy to make, and then you always get very good results, because I have tried them so many times, and every time when I tried, so the results are always good. So you won't be disappointed, and the people that you are baking for will love it, enjoy it, and it's very easy to make. So you can see that like the prep time is not that much. So my dough is ready to go in the oven. I make it oval shape. You can see it, so you can clearly see that it's oval shape. The oven is already heated at 325 degrees. So if you remember, we have set aside a little bit of beaten egg. So we are going to glaze our dough with the egg. So just lightly glaze it before you put it in the oven. And it's optional. If you don't want to, it will still be come out very good. So you don't have to like worry about it. If you don't want it to be glazed, that's fine, perfectly fine too. So but like by glazing it, it gives a very good shine and a little bit of taste to like the egg taste, and a little bit shiny on the outside. So this one is glazed now. I'm going to put the tray in the oven. Usually I put my baking tray in the middle of the oven, not very low, not very high, and I'm going to bake it for 15 minutes, and after 10 minutes to 15 minutes I'm going to keep checking it, what is the color look like, and just by very old method of sticking a toothpick in the dough and see when it comes clear, then it's ready. So let's wait for 10-15 minutes. I think in 15 minutes it will be all ready. So I put the baking tray on the middle rack. That is very good to bake, like very top shelf or very bottom shelf, it's like doesn't give. So if you put it on very top, it take forever, and then bottom it can get burned. So middle rack is very good for baking for most of the stuff. So now the biscottis are ready, and the dough is, you can see how it's golden brown. So I am going to make the slices. So whatever is your like desired size, thickness, you can make the biscottis. Just like make the slices. So there are two kind of people like two different kind of biscottis. Some people like them soft, and some people like them their biscottis crunchy. So what I'll show you how to make the these are the soft ones, and if you want to make them crunchy, after cutting the slices, you need to put the cut slices back in the oven for 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, and then they will become crunchy. So that's very easy. I have lined up the cookie rack over here, so I'm going to put these slices on the cookie rack to cool down, and I'll show you in a second how they turn out. And so you can see they are all so they are at this point are very soft. So if you want them crunchy, then you have to put them back in. So one set of biscottis I'm going to make soft, because Farwa like them that way, and then I personally like my biscottis crunchy, so I'm going to make them crunchy. So this one over here, just line them up over here so they can cool down a little bit. You can see them, all that almonds are in there, and then you can see the cranberries in there, and the orange juice and the cranberries, they make a very good like zesty tinge kind of flavor. So these the rest of the slices, I am going to make them crunchy, so I'm going to put this one back in the oven for another 5 minutes. Okay, I hope you will enjoy the recipe, and I will strongly urge you to try them. It's not very hard to make. And at the end, I just want to add one thing to my like baking channel, is that if you have an oven, and you have a refrigerator, and you have all the ingredients, you are very blessed in this world. You are among the 6 to 7% of the whole world's population who has all those things. So I will strongly urge you to thank God for having all those kind of things for you, and you can share some of the biscottis with people who don't have that facility. So share and enjoy, and if you like my video, please like it, forward it to your friends, and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much. Next week I'll come up with another recipe. Thank you.